Hey guys, Anthony Ogwell here. Be sure to stay tuned and watch as I grind it out on the Chesapeake Bay for my first tournament of the year and a third place finish. Well, as you can see, it was a beautiful day on the bay. We had water temperatures of 52 to 54 degrees, pretty clear skies all day, and our tide was rising throughout the day. High tide was something like 5 o'clock p.m., so I decided to start my day by making a run from Havre de Grace up to the Northeast River to take advantage of all the structure and the cover up there during low tide, because during low tide, the fish's environment, it compresses, and it makes them suck onto this cover and structure. And as you can see here, I start my day by throwing a KVD 1.5 square bill up against a little rock point, and the results are pretty good.
Come on. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. That's how we start the day.
Well, as you can tell, I was pretty pumped up after catching that one. I had a horrible practice the day before and only put one keeper in the boat after fishing for the whole day out there. So putting a 4-pounder in the boat first thing in the morning, that was definitely a confidence boost. So after catching that big largemouth thoroughly, I decided to stick it out in the Northeast River for quite a long time, especially while that tide was still low. Trying to find some more 3 and 4 pounders to start working on that 5-fish limit. But all day I could only find one more fish up there, and as you can see, he was a little small. He's coming in about 13 inches, and they have to be 15 inches to keep on the Chesapeake Bay. So unfortunately, we had to throw him back. Well, it was such a long and miserable morning, and as usual, I didn't get enough sleep before the tournament, so I literally took a nap on the boat, put spot lock on, and zoned out for about 15 minutes, so yeah, that was the low point of the day. And so that's the story of the morning. It's currently 1:15 p.m. I had one keeper in the box, due in at 2:30, so just about an hour left to fish. Decided to finish my day on the Susquehanna Flats on some grass that I marked earlier in practice, especially as the tide was coming in. But no one was catching anything when I got there, so I decided to downsize to a small 4-inch rubber worm, and I used my Humminbird 360 imaging to find those thicker clumps of grass that I would drag my worm through. And it didn't take long for me to fill my limit. Check this out. Well, that was a really great flurry of action. After not hooking up with fish for several hours, it felt good to put 3 in the boat in just about an hour. So I currently have 4 fish for about 10 pounds. It's not great for this place, but it sure was a whole lot better than I had before, so I was pretty grateful for it. But I still decided to put my head down and fish to the last possible moment, trying to find that 5th fish to fill out my limit. And as you can see, I'm looking down at my Humminbird 360 imaging, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm putting my bait in the thickest clumps of grass out there on the flats to give myself the highest probability of hooking up with the fish. And with just 2 minutes to spare, we make it happen. Check it out.
I got 2 minutes to spare, guys. 2 minutes to spare. Yeah. Yeah. Number 5. Let's go.
So I made it back to check in with just seconds to spare and weighed in a 5-fish limit for 13.59 pounds, which was good enough for 3rd place in the Elite Force Bassmasters first club tournament of the year on the Chesapeake Bay. So I'm super satisfied with those results. It was a very tough day out there. A lot of guys struggled. We saw several people 0, a lot of bags of 1 or 2 fish. But shout out to Nick Canastra for putting a 5-fish limit together for over 23 pounds for the win. Way to go. Well, I want to finish this video up by showing you how I approached the area that I was fishing. So these are the Susquehanna Flats. As you can see, it's a large area of water. It's pretty much 3 to 5 feet deep everywhere here, and there's grass all over. But I used my Humminbird 360 imaging to help me be a more efficient and effective angler. As you can see, I would find the key clumps of thick grass, and I would line my rod and cast my bait into those thick clumps of grass. That's important because with all that area to cover, I wanted to maximize my efficiency by putting my bait in an area that has the highest probability of holding a fish. And that's exactly what I did with this unit, and it worked really well. In the matter of just about an hour, I filled out my limit, and after weigh-in, we even came back out because we were having so much fun catching them and put several more fish in the boat using the same exact technique. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, would you please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel? And if you're on Facebook and Instagram, be sure to follow me on there as well to keep up with all the awesome content that I'm going to be putting out soon. Up next, we're going down to the Potomac River for the first Major League Fishing BFL of the year, so stay tuned for that video coming soon as well. I offer fishing charters in Southeast Pennsylvania, so if you want to come fishing with me on my 21-foot nitro bass boat, be sure to visit my website at anthonyogle.com for more information. You can also see all the great content that I have there and other great things as well. Thank you guys. We'll see you out in the water.